Shannen,
Yes.
we got problem.
What do you mean we got a problem? Is it beauty stuff?
No.
Are you judging your own weight?
No.
Then what's the problem?
I kind of forgot to record the video.
You what? Okay. Hi, welcome back to That's Why We're Friends podcast. We're your host Shannon and
Charmaine.
so today we're gonna talk about body image.
In girls.
Yeah. So what do you know about body image?
Body image. Well, for me, it's like how you view yourself, what you think you look like. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. It's like how you view your body size, appearance in both positive and negative ways. Whether you accept yourself or you reject yourself.
And kind of weird, because sometimes I don't like myself for no reason, no exact reason. But sometimes I feel confident
In
with
terms
myself.
of your
Appearance. Like, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. But sometimes I look at the mirror, I'm like, oh my gosh, you ugly.
Is it because of how you dress up that day or
No, it's just my face.
huh? Okay. Your makeup that day?
No, bare face.
Ah.
Sometimes I feel very confident with my bare face, sometimes I don't.
Ah.
It might be some hormonal stuff too.
Yeah, maybe it might be. Is it during your monthly period time you feel like, oh, I look very bad today? But then after that, like, oh, I am confident in my bare face.
I didn't record it lah. But sometimes I really, cause maybe when I was younger, a lot of people tell me that, oh, you're too thin, and then in my mind that time, thin is a good thing. You look slim. And then until one day, forgot when someone told me that, hey, you actually got a belly already. When I was like 11, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, then from before that, I'm not concerned about my body image. I'm not concerned about my weight. I'm very confident in how I look like lah. But until that day, since that day, I start to be very conscious about how I look, my weight,
Okay.
stuff.
Interesting.
Until now, that it still bothers me sometimes.
When people say about your appearance.
No, it's just how I look at myself.
Okay. But what do you feel about people judging you in your appearance? I won't say judge lah, like maybe comment about how you look today. You look great.
I rather people don't comment even if it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Because if I'm confident walking out like that, and if suddenly you say like, oh, you look good today, then how's like that? Then in my back of my mind, I'll be like, so the other days I don't look good. So
You'll start to overthink again. Okay.
yeah. So I rather people not compliment me at all.
Okay.
Do you have this kind of thoughts
About people complimenting me?
about how people comment on how you look, how you dress?
Yeah, I was very cautious about it during high school time. Because during my primary time, I was actually considered thin in the beauty standard. But then when I entered high school, I just like, you know what? It's just, you only live once. Why not just let it go? And the time I wasn't really into beauty also. So I'm just like eating my life away. Yeah, so slowly I've been gaining weight. And then it really shows lah, like I'm part of the fat category. So around me will always say like, hey, why you look so different? Then you should start losing weight. And during that time, I'm like, okay, so because I look like this, you are like judging me, not accepting me for who I am. Okay, maybe. Then I start to think like, is it my fault that I'm
Gaining weight.
Yeah, that I'm gaining weight. So I started like go on diets, like losing weight, try my best to lose weight. But because of other factors like stress, academic, and a lot of other stuff, is really messed up my self-esteem. So during that time, I'm like, you know what, let's just try my best. If I'm fat, I'm fat. I just got to love myself. But during that time, I wasn't really loving myself. Yeah. Then once I entered college, I didn't really do anything actually. But maybe my metabolism started to like work again. So I started to slowly slim down. And then people around me will be like, why you so skinny already one? You lose weight, you go on diet. I'm like, no, it's just my body working its own magic on its own self. Maybe that's a few years ago, so I'm not sure. Maybe during that time I was like conscious on what I eat. Because I remember I cut down on my carbs portion for dinner time. But I still eat a lot. Just my carbs, I control it. But other than that, I'm like, I don't exercise. I just walk around doing my stuff, my usual stuff. So yeah, then ta-da! I didn't really do anything. My metabolism just decided to work this magic. So even until now, people around me still comment like, hey, you lose weight, regardless is like family gathering or my adult, those uncle aunties or people around me in general, but hey, what you do, why you lose weight, why you lose so much weight, stop losing weight,
I don't
gain
like
more weight.
I don't like when people say that.
Yeah, it really messed up people's mind.
Yeah, it's like, so I cannot be too thin, cannot be too fat,
Yeah,
so what should I be? A
Yeah.
pile of mud.
at a certain stage of during my high school until now, where everybody keep commenting on my appearance, my weight, I'm like, do you guys have anything else to talk about besides judging how I look? Like, I'm trying to love myself here, and here you guys are like giving unnecessary criticism. Maybe some are constructive, like
It's not like you're obese or you're
yeah, I'm just slightly on the fat side, okay? Chubby side, not like very fat, not like obese, but I don't really appreciate you guys commenting on my appearance.
yeah.
Like, I'm happy with how I look like, so why aren't you happy for me for how I look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this body image, especially in younger girls, really determines how her self-esteem is like.
Yes.
This is a very big part. Like my cousin, I don't know who told her that she's still in primary school. A few years ago, I don't know who told her that she's fat, she need to go on a diet. She really go on a diet. I'm like, you are growing now, how can you be on a diet?
Oh, I really wanna. I'm angry.
Yeah, it's like, I told her like, don't let me catch you on the diet.
Yeah, especially you're about to hit puberty age.
Yeah.
And honestly speaking, most of us are very sensitive during that stage of life. It's like, oh, you're calling me fat, so I should stop eating. Oh, you're calling me skinny, so I should stop eating also. Because I want to maintain the beauty standard.
Yeah, that's what I experienced when I was younger. Because I was being called skinny so long. Then until suddenly one day, hey, why you gain weight lah?
Yeah.
Then my mind is like, I need to go back to when everyone call me thin. Everyone call me pretty. Like that. Well, that's not a good mindset to have.
I believe everybody is pretty in their regardless of their body size.
If you're confident, you are pretty.
Yeah.
You can see the difference. Like, I can say before uni, I was very
Same.
unconfident. I don't wear like shirts that reveal my armor, you know.
Yeah, same.
I don't wear crop top and stuff because I don't want to show any fat part of myself. But after when I got a more mature mindset and I start loving the way that I am, loving my confident self, then I really can see the difference. If you are not confident in yourself, even if you don't say it out, people can see it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It really shows like whether you're confident or not just by your facial expression.
Yes. Just by how the way that you stand there, people can tell that this is a confident person or not.
Yeah.
Which is a con lah if you're not a confident person in this social life. Because everything you'll be in the back because you're not confident enough. You don't dare to ask for things that you really want or try things that you really want to try. So people who are more confident than you will get the chance to show lah. So they will be more and more confident. You will be more and more not confident.
Yeah, you'll be there self-doubting yourself. Why can't I be like that person?
When you don't even dare to try it.
Yeah. I think this kind of links back to like our previous topic in idealistic. Like you have to step out of your comfort zone to try new things, to actually use that to build up your confidence. Regardless whether you fail or succeed. But failure is an option. You learn from your mistake and then
you try
grow.
again.
Yeah.
You have to learn that even though if I fail, if I try another step, maybe I will success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's no one way, there's multiple ways.
Yes. Well, back to body image. Like, how do I say this? Do you think that the beauty standards are you coping to the beauty standards out there?
Honestly speaking, no.
I used to want to achieve that Korean beauty standard, but then again, when I get a more mature mindset, I feel like if everyone is following that standard, each and everyone who follow that standard will be the same.
Yes.
What's your unique point then?
Yes.
How you prove that you are human and not a robot that the beauty standard made?
Yes, exactly.
Like how I like Hwasa's motto. If I'm not the beauty standard, I will make my own beauty standard.
Yes.
Yes. As long as you are like how I like people who are confident like Hwasa, Sonmi, Hyuna. I like them because they are not afraid to tell the public the standards that hey, I don't like your standards, I'm not gonna follow your standards. Even though they are idols.
Yeah, it's like they are very comfortable in their own skin.
Yes.
Regardless of what people say.
If they feel like they want to reveal a bit, they want to wear lesser, they wear.
Yeah.
They want to wear more, they wear.
Yeah.
They don't care about what people say.
As long as they love themselves, they feel confident in themselves for dressing that way, why not? Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's their body. What can we say?
I think a lot of younger girls should know this like in their younger days lah. So they don't have to go through what we go through that time.
Yeah.
All the suffer and all the
Criticism
And-
judgment.
and the not confidence and don't want to show it out. Although I know that a lot of people have the potential, have the talent, but because of this, like all the criticism they will get if they do it, they keep the talent to themselves.
Yeah. But sometimes I do think that peer pressure also plays a role. Like their group of friends, they look skinny, that reach the quote unquote beauty standard, and then there's this poor person like looking different from the group. So people will like judge them also.
Bullies. Yeah. School bullies also something like. I don't want to say that I'm not a part of school bully. I would say not that I joined them, it's because I didn't stop them. Like when
you feel yourself like being accomplice by not standing up for that person.
Yeah, like last time my whole class didn't like that one girl. So the whole class like kind of like boycott that girl. But I personally, I don't feel like I hate that girl or I don't like that girl. It's just that because everyone else is doing it, if I don't follow the majority, they will boycott me too. Yeah. So that's why I didn't say anything. What they want to do, I just stay at the back.
Yeah. That's why I think peers also plays a role in how the person accept themselves. Yeah.
But lucky that girl wasn't as fragile as I am. Because if imagine that girl is as fragile as I am, she will be depressed.
Yeah.
And lucky that girl is confident in herself in what she's good at study, she's good at public speaking. She continued doing that. So she didn't like go to the
She didn't really care about what people think about her basically. But sometimes you also have to take note that appearance wise they don't care, but inside you never know.
Yes.
There's always that self-cautious, self-doubt there. I think this everybody also have, but it depends on how you look at it.
Even though you feel like even though like when someone say that, oh, I look fat, I must say I might joke it away.
Yeah.
But inside, some people like me will take the comment really seriously.
Yeah.
If not, I wouldn't have feel that way when I was younger when someone said that.
Yeah. I remember having one of my relatives saying that I've gained weight when I was like in my high school time. I think it wasn't just my relative. Like last time I always go to this restaurant since I was a kid. So during that time I was considered skinny. I was in the skinny category. Then puberty happens, I eat a lot, I gain weight. So the boss actually haven't seen me for ages. So the day he saw me, he's like, oh, you gain weight. I'm like, me? Gain weight? Yeah. He did it quite obviously, you know, it's like,
oh.
So I'm like, bro. Yes, I've gained weight, I've noticed that, but you don't have to point it out directly, right?
Like it's kind of not your business.
I mean, maybe he didn't mean it in a very harmful way, but
like sometimes, right, when like some auntie says like you gain weight like in a fun way, although maybe what they mean is like, oh, you gain weight, you become cuter or something like that. But maybe the person who is listening, like me, people like me, will take it like, oh, so now you're saying me fat, so you want me to lose weight.
yeah.
That.
Yeah, sometimes people they're just not aware of how their words can actually hurt people.
Yeah. So I rather people not giving comment on how I look.
Unless they ask you, or you ask them for their opinion.
If I ask them for opinion and they give their real opinion and I still feel hurt, that's on me lah.
Yeah. Moving on.
So do you think that mindset that like when people say that you're fat and you need to gain weight, that mindset, does it still follow you until now?
Now, not that much compared to maybe until my college or not until my first degree time. Yeah, because during that time, like I suddenly lost a lot of weight. Then everybody is like, "Hey, why you lose weight? What you do? Why you suddenly lose weight?" Then suddenly everybody is like, "You should go on a diet." Becomes stop losing weight. You're getting skinny and skinnier. I'm like,
So can you be consistent in your comments?
yeah. I'm like, I didn't even say anything about my body. I'm starting to love and accept how my body looks. So honestly speaking, I accept your critical comments, but I don't accept your judgment on how I should take care of myself. Yeah. It might come off rude, but that's how I really felt when I was that age. Because imagine your high school life, from pre-teen life to your end of teen life, everybody is like, you should lose weight, you should do this exercise, you should do that exercise, you shouldn't eat this. Every single time you meet other people, it's like, okay, I stopped eating already, but I'm still the same. My metabolism, my body is working at their own pace. So why can't you think from that perspective? Until I come into my degree life, everybody's like, hey, you should stop losing weight lah. You should eat more. Eat more carbs, eat more fat, whatever, eat more junk or whatever. I'm like, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
So from there on, I'm like, you know what? Screw you and your way of thinking. I love my own body. It's my own body. I don't need your comments. I love how the way I look. I'm happy. So why aren't you happy for me? Yeah.
My situation is different because there's only one person who actually said that, hey, you gain a bit weight. That's only one person who said that. The other people are still like, oh, you're very thin, you should eat more. But because of that one person, until now, I still feel like I need to keep my weight in a certain range. Because if I go over that range, I consider myself fat already.
Yeah.
So until like maybe 2 years ago, I still use the method of starving myself and maybe eating, not like really starving until like I get gastric problems or something. It's like I limit myself. If I don't do anything, like if I spend the whole day at home, I only eat one meal. Or
that's not healthy.
Or I only eat when I'm very, very, very hungry.
Oh my god, that's worse.
Yeah, until a few years ago lah. But now it's because life is getting it's getting busier.
Yeah.
And the more you move, the more calories you need, right?
Yeah.
And you feel hungry easier.
Yeah.
So now it's like, if I'm following the weight range that I gave myself last time, I'm at the edge of fat already. But for now how I think is, as long as I'm in the BMI normal range,
yes,
I'm okay. Just don't go until the obese lah, because I don't want any health problems.
Yeah.
Like last time, I remember I always, like monthly, I would check the website, like I'll go on the scale and I'll key my height, my weight, and I let the calculator count my BMI lah. I want the calculator to count only like at the age of underweight and normal.
Wow.
So I think, if I'm not mistaken, normal is from 18. Like BMI.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
So I want to be like at 17 something to 18 like that.
That's a bit extreme, don't you think?
But at that time, that's what I'm going for lah. That's what I want to achieve.
Okay.
Yeah. So body weight really affects someone's self-esteem lah, especially if that person start getting all these comments since young. Yeah. It will follow you. Maybe you'll feel like after that person lose weight already, they will be happy already. But no,
Yeah.
maybe your comment will follow her throughout her life. She will
Yeah.
always remember, oh, this person said that I'm fat.
I think you're experiencing that now.
But I'm getting better. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not like starving myself already.
Yes, please don't.
Yeah.
Please have consistent meal. Please.
Consistent, I still cannot have lah, because I still eat when I'm hungry. But at least I don't limit myself to one meal a day.
Yes,
only.
please don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I believe that media, social medias, magazines, fashion show, all those things also play a very big role in people's mindset on body image.
Yeah, when I was younger, I follow a lot of pretty girls, pretty models on Instagram. But then, slowly when people disclose all the pictures that the model or the Instagram babes took, they all photoshopped it like before and after. So you see like, oh, so I can now, like, I really soak it in and I feel like, okay, I cannot believe anything, everything I see on internet. Yeah. Although I don't photoshop my photos, but other people will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why when I read all those magazines, I used to be envious of how they look like. Because during that time when you're in the chubby side, you're like, why can't I be like this? Then slowly and surely it's like, they don't look really realistic. Especially when some of the models, they are like 40 or 45 kg
When
weight.
they are like super tall.
Yeah. And then it's like, from picture wise, they look nice. But when you see them in real life, you're like, oh my gosh, that's very, very skinny.
Yeah.
And it's very unhealthy.
Yeah, because of this, the work that I have now, I've seen a model in real life the first time I see lah. In the screen, she look okay when she's filming whatever lah. She looks okay in the pictures. But when she come over to our studio to record something, then you can see her bones and everything, you know. I'm like, she's a bit taller than me, and she's like 43 kg. I'm like,
That's very skinny.
she got no fats at all, you know. So
Okay.
if you go to somewhere cold, like if you think about it lah, like bears, why they need fats? Because they need to hibernate in the winter. The same thing goes to human. Why we need fat is to protect ourselves, to protect our organs and stuff. So if she, not that I want her to get stabbed, so if she like got any accident and she got stabbed in the stomach or something, that thing, the sharp object will straight go into her organs, while we have at least a layer of fats to like protect a bit.
Yeah.
So you also have to be realistic with your body image lah, because God made you like this. God gave fats to human. There's always a reason, because fats is to protect you from the weather, from the damages that all the things will bring.
Yeah, true. Like what we have, appearance-wise and internal-wise, is there's a reason for why we have them. It's not good or healthy to just remove them 100%. Which sounds weird. Like, how can you have no fat?
Yeah, and fats is to protect you, right?
Yeah.
So don't even though sometimes like girls, right, they will go have the surgery where you take out the fat and then maybe you fill it to some other space. Like I think butt lifting, you need to take fats and
Really?
inject. I think so.
I'm not
I think lah.
familiar with it.
I know a lot of people take their thigh fats and then fill it somewhere else in their face or where. Maybe that part already don't need fats because there is already fats. But your thighs need fats to like protect it. And you take out the fats, then now no protection.
Maybe like from some people's point of view, it might not be good, but maybe for them it's like they'll help boost up their confidence lah. Like I remember watching one video where she got her, it's a girl, she naturally have big boobs. So she went on boobs reduction. Because she got a lot of cat calls, and then the style that she wants to wear, she can't achieve it because of how her natural boobs. Yeah, she's busty. So she it's really hard to talk with this. So she decided to go on a reduction. Like she get boobs reduction, and it wasn't really a very big process, like very big difference. She only took out very few only, and just by taking out that few fat or muscle tissue, her confidence really boosts up a lot. Like some people, they have flat chest and then they go and get boob jobs. So to make themselves more confident, like not to say plastic surgery are mostly bad, they are good because they help people boost confidence.
Yeah.
But excessive plastic surgery, then that is a bit too much lah.
Yeah, I'm more to like, if you are normal, that you don't need like any plastic surgeries, then you don't do any like fillings or something lah. Because I also see like plastic surgery, what plastic surgery brings, like I know like breast implant, you put the silicone in, right? And then I've seen a video, I don't know how real is it, because of the air pressure in the plane, it exploded. I'm like, bro, that's super scary.
I mean, there's pros and cons to it. Some might, like, you have to take the risk, but that risk boosts up your confidence. Like, maybe that person is not really a traveler, so it might be beneficial for them. But if they really travel a lot, I think the doctor plays an important role to tell, okay, if you really travel a lot, you get this process, there are these few risks that you have to take note. And then at the end of the day, it's up to the person.
Okay.
For another example, like me, my teeth were considered quote unquote neat and perfect to some people, but because my teeth not obvious to everybody, the top line is kind of pop out. Yeah.
Gradually, right?
Gradually, and then like when I take pictures and I compare my smile with my family or friends, I can see my gum, my top part of my gum. So I felt very self-conscious about it. It's like, oh, why everybody's smile is nice and then my smile is like, you can see my gums and all. And then at the side, when you look at the side, you can obviously see that my lips are like, oh, yeah, my teeth are out.
Okay.
So that really bugged my confidence for
smiling.
Yes, for smiling. And it really bugged me for a few years because I've noticed it for a few years already.
Okay.
Then my mom went to the dentist, and then like I also just asked and see. Then the dentist suggested that you can either put on retainers or get braces. So my retainer, I can't do retainer yet because there wasn't enough space for the retainer to push back. So the only option I have is braces, which is either the metal one or the Invisalign.
Invisalign.
Yeah, the Invisalign. Yeah, so after much consideration, because he told me about this at the beginning of the year. Yeah, around beginning of the year or end of last year actually.
So you took like 2 to 3 months to consider it?
Yeah, I took quite some time to consider about it. Because initially I wasn't really thinking of fixing it. But slowly I look at pictures, then I look back at my old pictures, my kid pictures. I'm like, I used to have that smile. Where did that smile go? Yeah, so it did bug me for a few years.
I see.
And then after a very, very long thinking and then opinions and discussion with my parents, I'm like, no, let's just go for it.
Because to me, I didn't notice any problem with your teeth.
It wasn't like, to people they will say like your teeth are perfect, you shouldn't do it, but to me it's like, yeah, I know it's good, and quite a number of people are envious with the teeth I have, but it still bugs me a lot. So whenever I smile, I'm like, is my smile good? Am I showing too much gum? The thoughts of that is like very messing up my brain. So I'm like, okay, it's messing up my brain. I should find solutions for it.
I see.
Yeah, so that's why I decided to start my Invisalign journey.
Invisalign.
Invisalign. Yeah.
Yeah. If it brings you confidence, then it's okay lah. But not too much. Like dental surgery is the least risk surgery in plastic surgery. Right? Like for others, you really need to think through it. Get a deep talk with your friends and family. Make sure you don't regret what you did, because it's usually you cannot undo it.
Certain parts, yes,
but most of it, like, you can't undo it. So
do at your own risk.
Yeah, do at your own risk. And don't criticize kids about their body image that much, because
don't criticize people about their body image. Let them be themselves.
Yeah,
you never know, they might have like health problems that's why they look like that, or they need to have certain weights to maintain their health. So don't judge people. Just keep your opinion to yourself unless people ask you.
If you are following the standards, then what's special about you?
Be yourself.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is the end of our episode this week.
Yeah.
Like our video, comment on our video, share the video, and follow our Instagram at That's Why We Friend. And also subscribe to our channel.
And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.